back to the Elsie version. We're kind of on a train, so just bear with me. We are in 1 Corinthians 2. So buckle in, verse 1. Well, actually, let's do some context. Paul is writing to the church in Corinth about unity. That's so far what we've gotten, okay? And he's saying, why are you saying you're following these different people? Is Christ divided? That's crazy. So, here we go. Verse 1. And I, when I came to you, brothers, did not come proclaiming to you the testimony of God with lofty speech or wisdom. For I decided to know nothing among you except Jesus Christ and Him crucified. And I was with you in weakness. And I was with you in weakness and in fear and much trembling. And my speech and my message were not in plausible words of wisdom, but in demonstration of the Spirit and of power, so that your faith might not rest in the wisdom of men, but in the power of God. So Paul is saying that he didn't come to them with crazy, awesome speech or anything like that, right? He didn't come all smarty pants. No, instead he came simply teaching the gospel. Verse 6. Yet among the mature we do not impart wisdom, although it is not wisdom of this age or the rulers of this age who are doomed to pass away. But we impart a secret and a hidden wisdom of God, which God decreed I don't know how to use them. I tried that one. I mean, oh, there you go. Yeah, go for it. Yeah. We impart a secret in the hidden wisdom of God, which God decreed before the ages of our glory. None of the rulers of this age understand this, for if they had, they would not have crucified the Lord of glory. So Paul is making a distinction between knowledge and wisdom, kind of. So he's making a distinction between worldly wisdom and heavenly wisdom, which they're very different, obviously, right? And that gets back to what he said in the first thing. The wisdom of God is the foolishness to man. Okay, so that's what Paul was talking about right before this as well. But, verse 9, but as it is written, when no eye has seen, nor ear heard, nor the heart of man imagined, what God has prepared for those who love Him. That is so beautiful. For these things God has revealed to us through the Spirit, for the Spirit searches everything, even the depths of God. So remember, the Spirit searches our hearts, right? It prays on our behalf. It intercedes for us. And here it says the Spirit searches everything, even the depths of God. So it knows God fully too. Which is so, I mean, we knew that because the Holy Spirit is part of God, part of the Trinity, but just nice. For who knows a person's thought except the spirit of that person which is in him? So also no one comprehends the thoughts of God except the Spirit of God. Now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the Spirit of who is from God, that we might understand the things freely given us by God. So Paul is saying because we have the Spirit of God inside of us, we can actually understand the wisdom of God. We get an insight into things crazy, all because we have the Spirit of God inside of us. Let's see. Now we have received the Spirit. Thanks for giving us. Verse 13. And we impart this in words, not taught by human wisdom, but taught by the Spirit, interpreting spiritual truths to those who are spiritual. So it's also telling us that we're going to have different revelation. We're going to have different knowledge because of the Spirit of God that lives inside of us. Verse 14. The natural person does not accept the things of the Spirit of God, for they are folly to him, and he is not able to understand them because they are spiritually discerned. The spiritual person judges all things, but is himself to be judged by no one. For who has understood the mind of the Lord so as to instruct him? But we have the mind of Christ. Ooh, Paul, pop off with that. For who has understand the mind of the Lord so as to instruct him? But we have the mind of Christ. We literally get to have the mind of Christ. Like our mind is being sanctified to be like Christ because we have the Spirit of God inside of us. So, I guess the question today is, are you okay looking foolish to man? If that means you're spiritually right before God, are you okay looking foolish to man? I'll talk to you tomorrow.